Why not say yes to the scary things and see what happens? I have absolutely no idea what to expect. I want to do it again. I didn't stick my landing. Oh, what are the Apex Games? The Apex Games, as far as I'm aware, okay, so don't quote me on this, but I believe it's a series of 7 different events. There's the 40-yard dash, the broad jump, the vertical jump, the overhead med ball toss, max rep deadlift at 225 in 1 minute, and then max rep bench at 115, as many reps as you can do, and a mile run for time. I am so not prepared for this. We're in Austin, just outside of Austin, but Tim, the founder of this event, asked me to come through and see if I wanted to compete, and I thought, why not say yes to the scary things and see what happens? I have absolutely no idea what to expect, and it seems like there's a lot of really serious players here, so we were going to see just what happens. The event that I'm the most concerned about is the bench press. I have a little bit of a rotator cuff issue in my shoulder right now. So I'm not trying to win, not trying to be a hero at all on that event. I'm just trying to get something on the board and so I don't have to DNF. And so we'll see what happens. I mean, goal is just to finish and finish with a smile on my face. Training is okay with motherhood, right? So I've got to, number one, be a mom. I'm an athlete. I've got a few businesses to run, social. There's just so much, that we all have to show up for. I balance it by trying to make everyone part of it all. So my job is part of my life is part of my job, and obviously being a mom is a part of all of that. So my little one will be here today. Sundays are usually our family day, but this morning he's gonna come here with my husband, watch, get involved, and yeah, he'll be able to see mom do some scary hard stuff. Oh my gosh, how are you feeling?
I feel excited that my friends are here.
Yeah, I just said that. I get to reconnect with old friends that I haven't seen in a while, which is
Yes.
fun. Yeah, so I just switched over to cleats. I've never put a pair of cleats on in my life. I went into Dick's and I'm like, do you have cleats? He's like, what kind? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, 40-yard dash. So I have shoes that make me look like I know what I'm doing, but it rained a lot last night, so it's gonna help us not slip and get some more grip on the old turf, I think. You ready? The last time I sprinted, aside from doing some quick sprints in running training, which really wasn't an all-out speed, I would actually honestly have to say it has been over 20 years, since I was in middle school. As a kid, I was so talented, I had so much potential. As an adult now, and a mom at 34 years old, competing alongside some of these young whippersnapper athletes, it was really scary going into it. I wasn't sure what to expect, and I was very curious. But after I did it, I started to feel like an absolute weapon. I felt very powerful. I felt fast. I didn't really know what my 5'4" meant in the grand scheme of things because I didn't know what to stack it up against. But all I know is that I left feeling confident. I left feeling very empowered. And if I put some actual effort and training into this, I could potentially become a really fast, powerful athlete. Med ball toss is next. I'm familiar with this object. Med ball we use for wall balls, med ball slams, doing a bunch of core activities, but I'd never tossed it overhead for distance ever in my life. But this felt really good. The first one, I was like, dang, I can do this. I can do really, really well. But the problem is that the second one, I was like, I just feel like I need to put more aggression into it. And so I went out hard and chose violence, and it backfired because I let go of the ball too soon. Timing is everything on this movement. If you let go too early, it's gonna go high. If you let go too late, it's gonna go into the ground. And we want it to go, fuck, I wanna do it again. That was so shitty. But the first one was all right, right? Right. So they said. On to the next. This one was really interesting for me. I was so disappointed in myself when I got my first no jump. It was just foolish. Anytime I've practiced a broad jump before, I've landed it solid, high rocks, burpee broad jumps. This translated really, really well for me. I'd never tested max distance, but in middle school, I used to do long jumps, so I knew that I had potential here. And I got long legs with a powerful body. but I was so in my head after I got my no jump, and a bunch of girls in that heat also were getting no jumps. And I'm like, okay, Hannah, like you have to play it safe. Don't be stupid. You have to ensure that you get a score on the board, because if I DNF'd, that would have been really disappointing. I would have been really disappointed in myself, because this was an event that I had potential in, I had a lot of confidence going into. And if it would have been just because I couldn't stick my landing, that would have been something that I probably couldn't, get over, and would have been really disappointed. I know that I can jump really high. I have a signature move in my training, which is a sprinter burpee tuck jumps. Like, I'm known for being able to jump high. And I used to say to myself, I hope I'm not just recognized as the girl with red hair that can jump really high. And actually, in this moment, I was very glad that I have that natural ability to jump high. I've never really tested my vertical jump though. So this was new for me. First one, I did really great. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I have potential here. And then the second one, I almost cleared the entire thing, whatever that thing's called. There was one post left at the top, which is so, as an athlete, I want to go back and be able to clear it all, honestly. But I was really, really pumped with this. This was a huge confidence booster. The girls' feedback was really supportive and encouraging, and it just felt so good to almost clear that thing. And I knew that I did well in this event. For years, I didn't deadlift. I had an old back injury. I have no disc, L4, L5 from CrossFitting when I was in my 20s. And so I'm a little skeptical with deadlifts. I haven't really had pain in the recent years. I've definitely done a lot of work to make sure I can avoid that. So I didn't want to wear a belt. I don't usually do it. I don't want to throw off what I do in training. I also didn't want to let go. Back on that story of the back injury, I didn't want to let go and open up the risk of spasming or just catching something without being engaged. So I held on, I went out, did a big set, did what I could, and I was pretty impressed. It felt so amazing having my husband there screaming for me. Every time he says something, I can hear it. It's like everything else goes silent. And when he's like, breathe, baby, I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't taken a breath, right? I've got to remember to breathe. Having my son there too, it's just every time I know that he's watching, it gives me this power up. In my mind, I'm like, this could be a cool memory for him, that he remembers his mom being a badass lifting this 225 for 33 reps. I don't know if he will or not, but that is definitely in my mind. I want to set an example for him for working hard and pushing past your boundaries and your limits.
I feel like it was good. I went until I couldn't. There was nothing left in the tank.
Going into this, I knew that the bench would be a problem. I have got something going on in my left rotator cuff, so I haven't been able to do any pushing movements for weeks now. So my mind was, you don't need to be a hero. You're not going to win this event, so just get a score on the board. But I could have probably, without the injury, hit around 10 reps. So I was like, okay, 1 feels good, 2 feels good. I went for 3 and I could feel that like stabbing feeling in my shoulder. And then I was like, you know what? Let me see. And then I went for the 4th rep and it's like, it's not worth it. Just put it down, which is such a mature thing to do for Hannah, because I used to compete at any cost and didn't really think about the aftermath. So I'm happy with 3. It felt amazing having my little one there. And man, it's just such a good feeling having family support, and also watching other mums there with their kids too. It's like mums can do hard things and we are absolute badasses. And let me tell you, the whole concept of mum strength, that shit is so real.
First half up here, ready to go. What's up, baby? No need.
I'm sure that I'm making myself clear here. I'm so pumped that I got 1st place by a long shot, was super stoked that that's all I needed to do, right? But as soon as I finished, and as I was actually racing, in my mind, I'm an athlete, I'm competitive. I'm like, Hannah, this is a shitty mile time. Like 6:06, I guess after being the last event, doing the deadlifts, doing all the things before, okay, but there were so many things on my mind. I'm like, I wasn't warmed up, I didn't feel right, and I should have pushed harder. And I was kind of frustrated, which is no one's fault, but I'm like, man, I really wanted to push it on the mile because I know that I have that in the tank. It's my comfort zone, right? But there was no one faster than me in my heat. And I really wanted to have to chase someone to see if I could PR my mile time. And I was in my mind expecting like a 5:30, 5:40, definitely below a 6. And I hit 6:06. So yes, I crushed it. Yes, I won and I wiped the floor clean. But at the end of the day, it's me against me. And I know that I had so much more in the tank and I wish I pushed a little bit harder or had someone to chase, to be 100% honest with you.
I think I had 6:05. That hurt. I'll race you. Ready, set, go. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Oh, can you get it? Bompega, Bompega, Bompega. Can you get it?
I got 5th place, which is crazy to me. They only announced the top 3 when we were at the actual competition during the award ceremony, and later that day they released all the times and the scores. I'm so impressed with myself, considering I only got 3 benches on that event, which was not good at all. I'm so pumped, and that is such a confidence booster. I wonder where I could land if I actually trained for this and didn't have a bummed shoulder. Just goes to show you should try the things that scare you because you never know how they will work out.